All right, we will continue on to item 6.5, our 9:10 a.m. item, presentation of proclamation recognizing, thank you, Hispanic Heritage Month in Lake County. Please come on up.
All right, if you're here for this proclamation, please come up. Oh, you have it? Oh, okay.
Are we doing paragraph by paragraph?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we will. And so I just wanted to give some insight that we're going to conduct this proclamation in English and Spanish. And so we're going to do paragraph by paragraph. And so I'm going to let you start.
Okay. Junta de Supervisores del Condado de Lake, Estado de California, proclamación reconociendo el mes de la herencia hispana en el Condado de Lake. So I just did that first.
All right. Proclamation recognizing Hispanic Heritage Month in Lake County, California. Whereas Lake County wishes to celebrate the accomplishments of Hispanic Americans who have helped shape our county. We are grateful for the many contributions Hispanic American men and women make to our communities and the vibrancy they weave into our local culture, and I'm glad I didn't read it in Spanish.
Por cuanto el Condado de Lake desea celebrar los logros de los hispanoamericanos, quienes han ayudado a moldear nuestro condado. Estamos agradecidos por las muchas contribuciones que hombres y mujeres hispanoamericanos hacen a nuestras comunidades y la vibrancia que tejen en nuestra cultura local. Y
whereas Lake County believes that in diversity we are strengthened by our diverse beliefs, thoughts, cultures, and experiences. All Hispanic Americans who live in our county have and continue to enrich our classrooms, our neighborhoods, and our places of work. And
por cuanto el Condado de Lake cree en la diversidad, nos fortalecemos por nuestras diversas creencias, pensamientos, culturas y experiencias. Todos los hispanoamericanos que viven en nuestro condado han enriquecido y continúan enriqueciendo nuestros salones de clases, vecindarios y lugares de trabajo.
whereas from America's earliest days, Hispanic Americans have played a prominent and important role in our national heritage, and Hispanic Americans continue to embody the pioneering spirit of America today, demonstrating a steadfast commitment to faith, family, and hard work. Hispanic Americans lift up our communities and our economy as entrepreneurs, executives, and small business owners, and make contributions in areas such as science, art, music, politics, academia, government, and sports. And
por cuanto desde los primeros días de América, los hispanoamericanos han desempeñado un papel prominente e importante en nuestro patrimonio nacional. Y los hispanoamericanos continúan encarnando hoy el pionero espíritu de América, demostrando un compromiso inquebrantable con la fe, la familia y el trabajo arduo. Los hispanoamericanos elevan nuestras comunidades y nuestra economía como empresarios, ejecutivos y pequeños propietarios de negocios, y hacen contribuciones en áreas como la ciencia, el arte, la música, la academia, el gobierno y los deportes.
whereas Hispanic-owned small businesses are the fastest growing businesses in America, starting at a pace 15 times the national average over the last decade. Hispanic Americans own more than 3 million American businesses and serve with honor in all branches of the armed forces, continuing a strong legacy of dedication to our country. Hispanic Americans are a testament to the American promise that anyone can succeed in the United States through hard work.
Por cuanto las pequeñas empresas propiedades de hispanos son los negocios de más rápido crecimiento en Estados Unidos, comenzando a un ritmo 15 veces el promedio nacional durante la última década. Los hispanoamericanos poseen más de 3 millones de empresas estadounidenses y sirven con honor en todas las ramas de las Fuerzas Armadas, continuando un fuerte legado de dedicación a nuestro país. Los hispanoamericanos son un testimonio del prometedor futuro que cualquiera puede tener en los Estados Unidos a través del trabajo duro.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Lake County Board of Supervisors hereby proclaims September 15th, 2024 through October 15th, 2024 as Hispanic Heritage Month in Lake County, passed and adopted this first day of October 2024, County of Lake, signed, Chair of the Board of Supervisors, Bruno Sabatier.
Ahora, por lo tanto, se resuelve que la Junta de Supervisores del Condado de Lake, por lo presente, proclama del 15 de septiembre de 2024 al 15 de octubre de 2024 como el mes de la herencia hispana en el Condado de Lake.
There we go. Thank you for doing that. As you can see, even the English version, I was still kind of like, so I would have had a hard time. But I could have read it. I just wouldn't have understood what I was reading. It's very special to conduct this proclamation, especially for me, because my brother, my children, and my nieta, my granddaughter, all have Mexican-American blood. And so for me, it's always going to be a special connection, and they're always going to be part of my life, and so are their families. So I just wanted to let you know that, and also that I appreciate everything you do and that you're here as well. So thank you for coming. And is anyone else going to say something?
I guess I would like to say something. My name is Maria Dolores Arroyo. I was Garcia before, and I grew up in Lake County. I came at 3 months and have been here ever since. I graduated from Clear Lake High, and I got married in '77, went to Kelseyville, and Kelseyville has been my home since then. So, yeah, I've been here a lot of years, and I've seen a lot of growth. And I tell my kids, when I got here, there was only 5 Latino families in Lakeport. And boy, have we grown since then. So, yes, thank you very much for this honor.
That's my mom. Anyways, I want just to invite everyone. We are having a event, Dia de los Muertos, here in Lakeport at the new park. That's on November 2nd at the Sabanton Park. And we've had it every year in Clear Lake. This year we're going to have it here in Lakeport, and we're going to start alternating it from one year to another. It's a good way to learn a little bit about Dia de los Muertos, which is Day of the Dead, a little bit about the culture, and there's a lot of information that's always posted up. So, and it's from 10 to 5. Anything else? All right, I think that's it. Thank you.
Anyone from the Board of Supervisors?
Diana, thank you so much for helping with that proclamation. That was really beautiful.
If I could, I come from Fresno County, with a very strong Latino population down there, and not just a single Hispanic heritage, but hundreds, thousands of different streams, different stories. And I was very privileged to grow up in that community. And everything in this proclamation is absolutely true. Everything I've seen, the hard work of our Mexican-American friends. But it'd be remiss if I didn't mention the struggles also that we have seen. People of Latino heritage here legally, here that came illegally, dreamers, and people who are now, even today, casting aspersions and horribly negative vibes toward people. So I want to celebrate Hispanic heritage while also acknowledging the great struggles that continue on both sides of our border, and that as we celebrate Hispanic American heritage, that we also celebrate Hispanic heritage generally without borders. Just like our first peoples here have suffered tremendously over the centuries, the struggle of Hispanic Americans. Let's definitely celebrate the achievement, but let's never shy away from looking at the difficulties that brought them here. And let's just keep in mind all those that continue to struggle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Diana, thank you very much. And EJ, thank you. You know, since I've been on the board in the past 8 years, it's the first time it was said in the native language. So thank you very much. That was an honor today, and hopefully we continue that on with the board. So excellent. Thank you very much.
So a couple of things. I want to talk about my colleague, Vice Chair Crandall. We had a conversation, I believe it was last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, about the lack of communication in Spanish to our local residents. And sometimes we talk, and today that you have action behind the talk. And I know that you're the one who made the request to have this translated. This is why I asked you to take the lead on this item, because I thought it was very special that it's not just words. There's actions behind those words, and I really appreciate that, because at what point do we really start to enhance our level of communication when on paper, more than 20% of our population, their primary language is Spanish. We have to engage with those large sectors of our community, or else we are lacking the engagement and the participation of that community that we're not communicating with. So thank you very much. Some of the words that are mentioned in there are so true and happening before my eyes. The amount of Hispanic businesses that are thriving in our communities is amazing. It's amazing. I know that I've seen it in Lower Lake, I've seen it in Clear Lake, I see it in Kelseyville, I see it in Lakeport. It is not just one area that's thriving, it is throughout the entire county. I want to find better ways for all of us to engage together. I know, for example, in Sonoma County, there's a Latino Chamber of Commerce, things of the kind. I appreciate Latinos United and their work to ensure that there's cultural activities and events throughout the county. I want to do a quick shout out to Anna Santana and Cuellar. I can't remember her first name. And Angela Cuellar. They do great work to make sure that there's always continued activities and continued attention to the Hispanic culture. But thank you for bringing this today, and thank you all so much for everything that you do. Any public comment?
I'll also just say that the reason why I thought of this was I was going to read it and be vulnerable, because the reason I say this is because there's folks that come to the courthouse, and they'll come to me, and because when I was in the Army, a lot of folks thought I was either Puerto Rican or so folks will come to me and ask me in Spanish, and I'll do my best to translate, but it's very vulnerable for them to come and do that. So I felt like we should be vulnerable too. But I was a little too scared, so that's why I'm glad that they recruited you. So that's the meaning behind why I recommended to do that. So just want to let you know that.
Let's take a picture.
Right?
My daughter,